Alright, let's get started. Good morning. Need to get organized here. Let's see. Today I'm going to need to work on the level flow. I'm not really sure how to do it either. Alright. So, what I need to do is I need to go from one level to the next. So, when we finish a game, we want to be able to go to a new map. So, if we finish something in the grasslands or whatever, we want to go to a different level. Seems simple, right? Well, it's probably impossible. So I need to figure out the nuts and bolts behind that, and the way I'm going to figure that out is by, well, we should make a second level. Let's make an arena test 2, throw some stuff in there, and they'll make it when we're finished with a level that we go to the next one. And we'll just see what happens with our clients at the moment. So if we duplicate this, we do arena test 2. So let's get all this set up here. Yeah, the following asset couldn't be unloaded because it was never loaded to begin with. That's a common mistake. You can't log out. You gotta be logged in to log out. Jeez. So I've got this really annoying thing right now where I have to, I can't click on stuff. I have to double click to select things, which is, you might think would be a small issue, but it's actually infuriating. Well, maybe I'll get used to it. And then I'll be like, why is this so stupid? Alright, so what is this thing? This is an enemy body, so it's something that can collide with the player, but not with the ball. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to change our arena level to use our debug bracket data, which is going to be time and score. Let's make it a 10-second match. Post game time of 10 seconds. Game start time 1. Score to win is 1. Let's save that. So what we want to do is we want to change our arena level to have like a next map or something. Alright, so this will be a level variable. Let's see, can we actually do a level? Dashkin level actor, level BP arena level. No. Well, what type is this? Let's see. It's a. I'm not really sure. It's an arena test 2. Is the type? Alright, well that's kind of annoying. Let's get an array of levels. Why is this thing going slow? There's gotta be a reason why. It's something like spamming the logs? No. Why are we having performance problems? It's just doing its thing. I don't know what it's doing though. Alright. Alright, so server end match is where we actually end the match. So let's see, we want to how to load level. Alright, so I guess it's like load stream level, load level location, world space location where the level should be spawned, orientation. Stream in a level with specific location and rotation. You can create multiple instances of the same level. The level be loaded does not have to be in the persistent maps level list. However, to ensure that UMap does get packaged, please make sure to include it. Target level is streaming Kismet. Okay, so we want to load a new level. We've got our I'm gonna get a mod. Alright, so we want to grab this, sub this guy. Alright, so let's make a vector, make a rotation. Alright, so we're gonna try to load a new level here. Whether the operation successful map was found and added to sublevels list. Alright, so let's do an info log just to say it. Load level is true. Okay. And what is the return value? It's a level streaming Kismet reference. Alright. So we'll try to load this level, this next level. So I should probably put something in this second level, which we can do something with. Hello, Creative. What am I doing? I am working on the level transition. So we've got this multiplayer game, and we've got multiple maps, and I want to, in the post-game lobby, go to the next map. So if you're playing a game, we can, go from the grasslands map to the night map, and vice versa, and everything else. So what we want to do is we probably want to delete a whole bunch of stuff. And this is just the debug level that's got a whole bunch of nothing in it. Alright, so if we're going to load this level up, we're probably going to want to make it a bit more unique than this. Just so we can really tell that we loaded this thing in. What game is this? This is Brackensack. We are in early access at the moment, off of our own site. It's me and one other guy. The other guy is Adam. He's an artist, and I'm the engineer on the project. So it's kind of a high-speed multiplayer arcade soccer sort of brawling game. Basically, we've got all these dudes and playing soccer against these other guys, and we got some cool levels and everything else. Alright, so add the level. I, of course, just did a whole bunch of stuff here. Oh man, this thing is gonna freak the hell out, because now there's 2 levels throwing events around. Oh yeah, this thing is completely destroyed. Shit. Can't find file for asset. Yeah, that makes sense. Awesome. So that works. So it does actually load the next level. Great. So that's a question. How do we want to actually do this? Because This is interesting. Like, I need to probably change everything about how I set up levels. You gonna tell your friend about it? Yeah, we'll be doing a new update here in another week. Our next update is scheduled for next Saturday, so not this Saturday, but in about 9 days. So the 27th about. So if you keep tabs on me or Adam's channel, we will be giving out codes for free and playing the game, and there'll be a whole new map and all sorts of cool stuff. So as it's a multiplayer game, we need people to play it. So, trying to think. So we were able to load this new level. That's good. I'm gonna want to get rid of a whole bunch of this stuff. I think all I need to do is I just want to make this level. I just want something simple to test with. So let's just get rid of like everything. Yeah, let's just totally gut this level. And this arena level here, we are just going to, I'm actually going to remove this index here. So we're just going to load this single level, which should spawn in just this one platform. So I need to change the victory conditions for the arena test level so I can more easily control it. So let's remove the time and just make it score only. So if you score a goal, it'll load the next level. Back looks better for a background. Then what? This horrible, awful sky? I mean, the game looks a lot different when you're actually in a real level. Like, I can load up our first level. This is the first level that we've made, which is kind of a sunny day level. But you know, if it's when you actually have your artist doing work on stuff, it makes a big difference. It's not just the engineer test level with a whole bunch of trash. Anyway, let's get back to the other level and start continuing to work. yeah. Adam is, in his other stream, if you're looking for the art, like he's the guy who makes stuff that looks pretty. I'm the guy who, works in these big ass stupid levels like this. Like, okay, let's make sure collision works. Throw 2 million stupid ass platforms everywhere, like a Mario Maker level, and make sure we can run around properly. That's what I do. I don't even try to make things look good. Okay, let's see. So if we score a goal, we'll load the next level. The next level should be just a simple platform. So load level is true for Arena Test 2. So let's see if we actually got our platform. Yeah, so our platform is here. So one way we can load in new levels is by doing this load streaming level thing. This load level instance. Okay. I'm not super Unreal expert, man, so like you might think, okay, we're gonna set up our level flow. What the fuck? Like you've already like launched the game. It's in early access. Shouldn't you know how to like start a freaking level? Be like, no, we're actually idiots here. So sorry. I'm a server engineer, not a game engineer. Don't blame me. Blame someone else. So let's boot up another client. Thank you for following. Creative or creative. Alright, so we will play as the lesson server. Alright. So let's go ahead and boot up that second client. I want to see if the second client also loads in the new level and all that. It's a multiplayer game, so we gotta make sure it works. So I'm just waiting for this second client to wake up. Unreal has to load a whole bunch of extra stuff if you're a second client. I mean, theoretically, it should just be actors that are being loaded and stuff like that. So I'm not really sure how the network works with loading a new level, but we'll find out. Okay, so we got our second player. Let's go punch him in the face. He didn't get punched. He can punch us. There we go. Alright, so the level will end in just a second here. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that on our second client that level actually loads properly. So let's find out. Because we got the platform here, but do we have it over on this guy? No, I do not see. That's what it looks like on the other client. Because the platform's not there. That is fucking funny. Somehow it's like, yeah, trash. Okay, so that doesn't load. And that is level load instance? Okay, so if we want to load a new level, like, alright. Stream in a level, the specific location and rotation. Create multiple instances of the same level. Alright, so load level instance doesn't work, multiplayer, Unreal. Multicast the event from the server so all joined players update. Note if you're using random variables for locations, save the instance to a variable, make this variable notify, then notify client spawn the instance. No, that's probably not going to do it because the actors won't be the same. Like, we could load in new terrain and stuff like that, but they won't be the same actors. So Unreal will get all sorts of screwed up. So let's see. How to load level instances in multiplayer. There is only one comment. It was deleted. Yeah, well, he's the artist. So he might have more interesting things if you're interested in the creative and like the design stuff, and I'm more just doing stuff. Let's see. Okay, so load level instance. This allows you to create multiple instances of the same map within your level, having to add levels to persistent maps level list. Okay, so this load level instance is good for... I should be writing this down. So load level instance works best for loading in tiles of levels as chunks. So think dynamic, endless world, endless level generation. Okay. So let's see. Alright, so this is load level instance. Let's go look at the guts of it. Okay, so this get world from context object, search for package. So we make a new streaming level, and then we add it to the world. Well, I'm not really sure, because I mean I can do like a multicast for this thing on the arena level and say like go load this level, but I have no idea if the actors will be the same. I don't think they will be because we spawned new stuff. So this is like Load streaming level multiplayer, Unreal 4. Is it possible to use level streaming in a multiplayer game? Level streaming does function, however, when any player steps into level streaming volume, the connected level will load for every player. You can, however, achieve through blueprints and trigger volumes. The streaming level will be streamed on the client when the local character steps into the trigger volume. What is level streaming Kismet? It's a U level streaming. Which is a U object. Alright, so create instance. We are streaming level should be loaded. Add a new streaming instance to the level list. Async load level complete. So set loading, on level loaded, broadcast level loaded, legacy. Follow world reactor. Request level. Alright, so this is the load level instance. Yeah, streaming levels do not reload on clients. Adding a small delay after unloading level before the level is reloaded. What? Running a dedicated server remote client. The issue is the add-on level doesn't load on all clients. Client load level instance caused a disconnect. Okay, kept digging. Quick way to fix the problem is client only visible, B is static, add dynamic. I made a client-side level stream for random landscapes that only serve as a background. The problem is the client loses connection when it loads an instance the level the server doesn't have. When the server loads... Alright. That's not an issue. Okay, so if we... I don't think this will work, but let's go ahead and make a load level instance. So add a new event here. Custom events, net load level, and what we want to do is this will be multicast, so that means this event server executes this event locally, only call this from the server, so multicast, it needs to be reliable, and what we want to do is pass in a string parameter, so this will be level path. And then we need a position and a level orientation. So this will be a vector, this will be a rotator, and we'll print that out. Alright, we'll see if that actually does anything for us. What would be a good idea? A good idea would be to add a physics object that we can interact with that will be the same on each side and that we can make sure is replicated. That'll be a good thing to actually throw in there. So we want like a sphere. Let's see. Let's make it clear body or whatever. We're going to do enable gravity, yeah. Simulate physics. Let's see what happens. We just run over. So we got this thing here. Can't interact with it. Can we just throw a ball in here somewhere? I think it's Brackensack. BP Brackensack ball. If we just throw a ball here, does that do anything? Just throw a gigantic ball in the middle of the map. Let's see what happens. Just Did it get despawned? Is that what happened? Like the arena level for post game or whatever? Probably blew it up. Alright, well if I hit this ball, will it affect the other one? It's fucking damping. Alright, I'm gonna set this thing as terrain and see what happens. Okay, so we can kind of interact with this thing. It's gonna roll off the world, isn't it? There it goes. It's gonna go. Goodbye, ball. You'll be missed. Alright, so let's lock the position in the X. This is such bullshit that this is like none of my game code works at all with these sorts of objects. So it's just totally fucked up. Alright, so we can spawn in a ball and then we can go screw around it. So what we're gonna do is actually we're gonna copy this thing. I'll just throw it over here. And let's go load up the other level. Yeah, that's what I think that's one of the things we'll be adding is different game modes that have different balls, and definitely like having a gigantic ball that defies the laws of gravity is going to be something we'll throw in at some point. Alright, ready to test 2. Alright, well I need a ball. So there's a ball. We need to lock it on the X. We need to set its collision to terrain. And then we need to save it. Alright. I'll just keep that around. Yeah, so if we play this, we'll see if the same ball is on both machines. It's actually a good point. I should make sure that there's like replicated or some shit on here. I guess that's another thing, is I might want to just throw this ball here just because we can mess with it. And in this guy, we'll need the same. That way I know I've got the right settings on the replicated actor. And I don't think we actually need the same. Yeah, we do need the same. Like, if the ball gets spawned, but the ball gets spawned by the level blueprint, like the level controller crap. Ah, Jesus. Well, there the ball goes. It's like you're trying to fucking it's like you're trying to balance on the ball. It's really funny. Alright, let's make sure this ball actually exists. Alright, so that does work. So let's get out of here, you fucking ball. Go, move. Ah. Fuck. Why do I suck at my own game? Alright, so we're going to load in a new level with the net multicast stuff. We should see the actor. Your connection to the host has been lost. Yeah. I don't think I've got enable gravity on that thing. Enable gravity is on. Lock position. Simulate physics is not. It's not on. Hello, Ploddington. Yeah, I'm trying to work on some level streaming stuff and trying to figure out how that works. And I'm just playing around with a few things. One of which is this giant ball, which is a complete piece of crap. It's like this is a ball, you can kick it off of this other ball and it moves it. Bam! Get going, fat sack. Move your fat ass. You can actually run into the ball. Alright, so it looks like the client disconnects when that happens. Again. And is this ball actually simulating now? Yeah. So we loaded up the next level stuff, but come on, Bitey, you can push the balls. Do it. Glitch through them. Fat Sack doesn't weigh anything. It's getting all these collisions. Alright, so the issue is client disconnects when loading level multiplayer Unreal. Connection lost on level instance. Your issue, you can track the status of this bug. Calling load level instance on a client causes the client to be kicked from the server. A latency is reported. Download the project. Start. Both clients are removed from the server. They can both be seen as no longer active. I've encountered this issue before and dug into the code. It appears to call a player controller. Server update level visibility fails as the client provided package cannot find a match in new world streaming levels. What array? More precisely, the array does contain an identical package name, but the number fields in the fname object are causing. Please refer to the issues link that I posted and check the status of the ticket. Should be visible to true. Same thing happens on its new test project. In-play detection. Okay, so solutions. I kept digging engine. Client only visible true. So the question is, why is... I mean, when the server loads the level, why isn't it loading for the rest of the game? That's the thing I need to think about. Because this net load level, really, let's just have it be not replicated. I mean, it's obviously a replicated actor that we've got going on here. So we end the game. Load level arena test 2 is true. Okay, so we loaded it. So that's what it looks like on our server. But our client doesn't have anything in it. So what's the deal? Like this? Alright, so I think I'm asking the wrong question. It's like load level instance, not replicated. Dynamic level streaming support. Dynamically streaming levels that work with multiplayer. I created a simple blueprint struct. Loading a level at runtime and having. To hold info for a load level, which includes the unique name of the instance that can be replicated to clients. Once replicated to clients, I create a function that takes the info struct, creating a level streaming object and adds it to the client streaming levels and makes it visible. End result, loading a level at runtime and having it appear on the client. Okay, so it's